After a very long wait, Mahindra has finally showcased its upcoming Thar. And oh boy, it is really looking very stunning. Hello and welcome to another video of the Long Termer. In this video, I will be sharing with you the first impressions of the all-new Thar and also if it can be placed on a similar footing as to the Korean brothers, that is the Kia Seltos or the Hyundai Creta. Stay tuned. Lately, lots of spy shots as well as rendered images were being circulated, but no one knew that their favorite SUV will look something like this. The overall styling resembles closely to the likes of the Jeep Wrangler, but there are certain distinct elements that make the Thar a bit too different. The Thar now features almost everything that were earlier missing in the previous generations. On top of that, the Thar now gets 6 different color options and choosing one is a very difficult task. As per Mahindra, the new Thar can be even used for urban commutes, unlike its predecessor, which was more sort of an off-road centric vehicle. The underpinnings of the Thar have been changed drastically thanks to its all-new chassis and its all-new suspension setup, which has made the ride quality more comfortable and is even more easy to drive. The best part being that the 4-wheel drive system is now standard across all the variants. Thar comes with soft roof option and along with it, now you even get a convertible roof option in which you can even remove the doors of the Thar. That is not all, and the Thar now finally gets a factory-fitted hardtop version. Earlier, for Thar owners, customizing their vehicles was a regular affair, but now Mahindra has done a fabulous job. And now there are no such requirements for customizing your Thar. And for those who don't like the front grille, there are plentiful of options available in the aftermarket. Even the interiors of the Thar are a complete departure from its earlier substandard interiors. Just look at how nicely the interior is laid down. The quality of the plastics used as well as the fit and finish is top notch. The seats offer great comfort and the driver's side seat comes with adjustments as well. The back seats are now front facing and the seats are nicely spaced as well, but can be a trouble for longer rides. The base variant comes with a 6-seater seating configuration, but under the optional package, you can convert it into the 4-seater. The top-end variant gets the 7-inch touchscreen, which comes with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The Thar now offers both petrol and diesel powertrains. The 2-liter turbo petrol engine produces 150 brake horsepower with the maximum torque of 320 Nm. The 2.2-liter diesel-powered engine produces 130 brake horsepower with the maximum torque of 300 Nm. The Thar also features an Autobox, which is a 6-speed torque converter gearbox and is available only with the petrol-powered engine. The top-end variant gets these beautiful 18 inches, whereas the base variant comes with the 16-inch steel wheels. Overall, Thar is a great buy and it will surely attract lots of customers, provided that they price it quite aggressively. As per me, the top-end variant should be available at close to 16 lakhs, and if that is the case, then it will be surely a deal breaker. Now the most important question, whether the all-new Thar can be placed on an equal footing in terms of pricing with the likes of the Hyundai Creta or the Kia Seltos. I am quite sure that after the showcase of the all-new Thar, the prospective buyers of the Creta and Seltos would have certainly been confused after watching it. On the first place, they were confused in choosing the Seltos or the Creta, and now the Thar comes in. The answer to these questions lie with you only as to what is your driving preference and what do you exactly want from your upcoming car. If you're already owning a car and you're going for your second purchase or as an alternative, then you can surely look forward to the all-new Thar. But if you're considering Thar as your primary car, then I would strictly not recommend this car as of now. This is because, firstly, it is not even a proper 5-seater. The boot space is very low and it still shakes a lot when it cruises over 80 kilometers per hour. And last but not the least, will you be ever taking the car for off-roading? Just think about it. Whereas the Creta and the Seltos would be a complete package in itself and there is no turning back. And it will be really helpful in your longer run. Kindly post in the comment section as to what you think. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel for more such reviews. Thanks for watching.